watching part 3 of my Halloween Horrorthon recently watched videos. This one's a relatively short one compared to the other ones. I've only got 9 titles this time. I think it was 11 or 12 each for the last 2, so a bit shorter, but got some good titles here. Got some, no, yeah, most of them are good titles. Maybe 1 or 2 are only okay, but most of them are pretty good, so let's get into it. And yeah, I'm wearing my Ghostbusters top again. It just seems fitting. I don't really have any of the horror related tops, so I'll wear this all the time. The first one off is Fright Night. This is the 2011 remake of the 1985 original, which I talked about in my last video. This one stars Colin Farrell as Jerry, the vampire who moves next door, moves into the house next door to Charlie Rooster, who is played by Anthony Yelchin in this one. His girlfriend is played by why the hell is her name not on the back? Imogen Poots. It's not on the back, but that's the name, I think. And yeah, it's also got David Tennant playing Peter Vincent, who was played by Roddy McDowall in the original one, and we've also got Chris Mintz-Plasse playing Evil Ed. Basically, if you don't know what it's about, it's Jerry the vampire moves in next door to Charlie Brewster, and him and Evil Ed are suspicious of him, and they go well, Evil Ed suspects him of being a vampire, chases him, gets turned into a vampire, and then Charlie learns that he's a vampire, and basically it's Charlie, his mum, who is played by Toni Collette, and his girlfriend against Jerry the vampire. It's a really good film. It's one of the better horror remakes. Granted that I've only seen like 5 horror remakes. Literally 5 I have a list. I was thinking about doing a video on the worst to best horror remakes, and then I realised I haven't seen a lot. You will have actually seen me talk about it in a minute. Anyway, Fright Night. Definitely a great film. I definitely recommend this one if you're looking for a good horror film, good recent horror film. It's not particularly incredibly scary, but it's a really good film. Very funny. Well, I say definitely watch that one and the original. And then I watched a lot of the Halloween films. So I'll start off with Halloween 2, which I actually thought was better than the first one. This was really more scary than the first one. I don't remember everything about it because it was almost 2 weeks ago now. Okay, no, it was 8 days ago. Just over a week ago when I watched this. I don't remember everything about it, but I just remember it actually scaring me more than the first one. Yeah, it's pretty good. Then we've got Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Yeah, this is it's different. It hasn't got Michael Myers in it because John Carpenter and can't remember who the other person was. Deborah Hill maybe. The creators of Halloween. Well, John Carpenter and Peter, the creator, wanted each Halloween to be a different story, so it's going to be Michael Myers and something else than witches, and basically that's what their original intention was to be, but Michael Myers was so popular in the first one that they brought back for the second one, and they brought this out, which focuses on witches apparently. I don't really remember witches in it. I'm not entirely sure what happened in this film. Yeah, it wasn't really that scary. The acting was pretty bad. The story was crap. There's something about like weird robot type things, like they're kind of like the alien things from The World's End in a way. But yeah, and it seemed really weird that the main guy just decided to randomly sleep with the woman he's with, despite being married and them not even knowing each other. That seemed like a really weird scene when it happened. It seemed like a really bad porn film. But yeah, it isn't good. They made a mistake on bringing Michael Myers back. This film, it's just the fact. Although that song did get stuck in my head for a while, but it's an average. It's not even average. It's below average. So I wouldn't really recommend that. It's not that good. Well, it's not god awful. It did have some scares. The story itself was kind of good, but it was not written poorly, and it was written poorly, and the characters weren't very good. The acting wasn't very good. Yeah, I don't know. It's if you're gonna watch the Halloween films, I would say watch it, but otherwise I'd say stay away from it. And Halloween 4, get really close so you can taste Michael Myers. Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers. So as you guess, Michael Myers returns. This one does not have Jamie Lee Curtis in it. She's not in this one. Instead, her daughter is being chased by him. She is said to be dead, which you later find out she's not. So I didn't really see the point in that. They brought her back for Halloween H20, 20 years later. I do have that on my list. I'm not going to talk about. I have seen that, but that's in my next video because I do it week by week, and this is late. Yeah, so she's supposedly dead in this one, and her daughter is with a foster family, I think. Yeah, and she's being chased by Michael Myers. It was decent, but it was better than Halloween 3, but it wasn't great. Yeah, I had some decent scares. I did like the ending of it though, with sort of mirroring the beginning of the first one with the clown. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't spectacular. And then we have Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, which I think is actually pretty. It's bad. It's really bad. It really is. Yeah, the characters in this were just annoying. They were so stupid, and that character there, Tina, I just wanted to fucking slap her. She pissed me off so much. She's always screaming, and well, not screaming. I don't know. She's very 80s. I don't know if this came out in the 80s. Yeah, it came out in the tail end of the 80s, 89. And yeah, she's just very loud, and she never shuts up. It's really annoying. In this one, Jamie, the daughter returns, and for some reason she's lost her voice, and basically, Tina is friends with Jamie's foster sister, and basically Jamie's foster sister gets killed off early in the film, and Jamie just doesn't give a shit. She's obsessed with Tina now. Yeah, that just seems really stupid. She's all upset that Tina's gonna get hurt. Yet she does not give a shit about her foster sister. She just forgets about her. I mean, you don't really know that. Well, you assume that she's dead, but you don't have to know until the end. And it doesn't seem that anyone really cares. Nobody mentions her until the end when they see her dead. So it's really stupid. Yeah, the characters in this were stupid, and the mask in this one and the last one just looked terrible. It really did. It looked even worse than what it did in the first one. And the first one was just, I think it was a William Shatner mask. I think that was just painted white. Was it Shatner? I think it might be. I'll double check. It was something stupid like that. It was just a cheapo mask that they just painted white, I think. And then somehow in 4 and 5 they just managed to make it look bad. Oh, fucking hell. My computer's been slow. I'll just move on and I'll talk about it in a minute. Then I watched the original Friday the 13th. Last year I watched the remake, which is terrible. Well, the opening to the remake is actually pretty good. The actual remake film is terrible. But in this one, yeah, this is actually really good. It was pretty scary. The characters were kind of stupid, but they weren't as stupid as in Halloween 5, but they weren't exactly smart. The setup is kind of stupid. This guy is working on the Camp Crystal Lake camp thing, and he just leaves these kids there to just to fix up the place, and he just leaves and goes to the town and doesn't come back until late. It's kind of stupid. I don't know why he just left him there. But it does have Kevin Bacon, which is awesome. It is a pretty good slasher film. It isn't a good film, but it's a good slasher film. I'd definitely recommend this one. This one doesn't have Jason Voorhees. It's Jason. Well, it has Jason at the end, but it's Jason's mother that's occurring in this one, which is the correct answer to the question from Scream. Because the last question when Ghostface is on the phone to Drew Barrymore, I think it was. Says he was the killer in Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees. Wrong, it was Mrs. Voorhees. It is. Yeah. The still hasn't loaded. I don't know why it's taking so long. Trying to find out whose face it was. Yeah, Friday the 13th was actually really good. I haven't watched any of the sequels. I don't own any of the sequels. Only part 4 onwards is on Netflix. I was going to pick up part 2 and 3, but I just didn't end up doing it. I'll eventually pick them up, but I don't know why. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, maybe I have to take it slow. Take it slow and then my computer won't crap out. Oh, there we go. Just finally figured out how to do it. 10 years later. Let's see. It doesn't say. Goodness sakes. No, it doesn't say on here. I looked up Michael Myers on Wikipedia and it doesn't say anything about the mask, so I'll just check if it says anything on Halloween. Yeah. It says Tommy Lee Wallace created the trademark mask worn by Mike Myers throughout the film from a Captain Kirk mask purchased for $1.98. Yeah, I found that funny. You know, then I watched Ghostbusters. I love this film. It's a great film. I just wanted a fun film to put on and thought, why not Ghostbusters? It's such a good film. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? Stop watching this. If you are watching this, that wouldn't make sense. If you weren't watching this, how do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely go watch Ghostbusters if you haven't seen it. It's a great film. It's one of the funnest films you can watch. It's just a blast, and yeah, I absolutely love it. I haven't got around to watching the sequel again. It's actually the second time I've watched Ghostbusters this year, and I still haven't got around to watching the sequel once this year. That's it for my DVDs that I watched, but I also watched 2 films on Netflix, so let's get on with that. The first one was, I was hoping this would come up, but I don't think it will. It's too shiny. It's too shiny, isn't it? That's not going to work. It's Re-Animator, even though you probably can't tell. It's not coming up on my screen. Re-Animator. Basically this is when did it come out? 1980 something probably. Yeah, 85, the same year as Fright Night. And it focuses on Herbert West, who has this serum type thing where I can't remember what it's called, but he injects it into dead bodies and he can bring them back to life with some side effects. It's normally not great. Well, it's with consequences basically, and basically just throughout the film killing things, bringing them back to life, and trying to improve it. And yeah, it's a really funny film. It really is. I know my explanation of it isn't great, but you just have to watch it. That's what I can say. Just watch Re-Animator. If you love 80s films, if you love fun films, fun horror films, definitely watch this, because it's a great film. That way. Wait, what? There we go. And the other film I watched on Netflix was the Amityville Horror, the 2005 remake, which stars oh, I just had a good angle on. Yeah, wait. Maybe if I dim the brightness. I always forget how to work this thing. Oh. There we go. It's kind of on an angle, but you can still see it. Yeah, it stars Ryan Reynolds, Chloe Grace Moretz, and other people that I don't know. This is a remake of a old film. I think it came out in '78, and it was recently on Watch Mojo's top 10 worst horror remakes, and I can't disagree more. I thought it was a really good film. I thought it's pretty scary, and maybe it's just because I'm a sucker for Ryan Reynolds and Chloe Grace. I love both of them. Ryan Reynolds is one of my favourite actors, and yeah, I just loved this film. I thought it was really scary. I thought it was really well acted. I thought the story was good. I just thought everything about it was good. But I guess I could see why some people would disagree, but I personally thought it was really good, so I would recommend this one. But other people don't. I think it has like a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. Actually, no, that was a different film. It may be higher than 20%, I'm not sure. But I would definitely recommend the Amityville Horror remake. It's a pretty scary film. So anyway, that is everything for part 3 of my Halloween Horrorthon. One more part to go for this. That'll be sometime soon. Yeah, I don't know when this will be up actually, because I only put the last one up yesterday, even though I filmed it like a week ago. I just completely forgot about it. I still have actually all my my DVD, my collection overview videos put up. I've recorded like 10 or more parts and I've only put up the first 3, because I'm terrible at remembering to do these things. But anyway, that is everything. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.